and gentlemen, as you already know, my name is JunJun. This is JunJunLikesGames, and this is Final Fantasy Tactics Monster Quest. Final Fantasy Tactics with a little twist. If you watched the last episode of my Pokemon Crystal thinger, you know, I said I was going to be starting this. I said it was my favorite game of all time. Because it really is. Final Fantasy Tactics is my favorite game of all time. So I'm super excited to play it. And I said I was going to be doing it with a little twist. So, let's skip through all this. So this is going to be Final Fantasy Tactics Monster Quest. Is what we're going to call this. So, we're going to go through all this. I am Al-Azlam. I don't know, scholar of ancient Ivalice history. Have you ever heard of the Line War? Well, I have, but I don't know about it. I have, personally. I mean, I know all about it. I played this game about 90 times. It divided Ivalice into two over. I've read this so many times. Who'd be the successor to the throne? It ended with the appearance of a young hero named Delita. Next. Everybody living here knows this hero's tale. Also know that what we see with our eyes alone, the text is so slow, isn't necessarily the truth. Here's a young man. He is the youngest son of the noble Beowulf. I don't even know if I said it. I still don't know if I said it right. Is it Beowulf? That's what it's gonna be. Pillars of Knighthood. By the way, I'm probably going to say a lot of names in this game wrong, but it's okay. There's no record of this playing an active part in history, but according to the Dray report released last year, concealed for many years by a church, this unknown man is the true hero. This is such a long, slow, lot of text. The church claims he was a blasphemer and anarchist, the root of all evil. It's all dark, that's all heavy. But is this the truth? In quotation marks, the truth. Won't you join JunJun on a journey for the truth? Before that, please tell me your name and birthday. You know what my birthday is. I wonder what we're going to put for their name. I wonder. No, that's alright. I always forget circle. Circle is the confirmation button in this game, not X. It's, you know, it's a little different than most games are. It's okay. It's okay. No big deal. No big deal. Default name is Ramza. It just wouldn't feel right. It just wouldn't feel right. Yeah, now you all know my birthday. July 1st. It's my actual birthday. Just keep that in mind. Here's the introduction. This is the video I used to tease this in the last episode of my Pokemon Crystal. I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna let this video go. So anyway, I guess I'll do a quick rundown of what we're gonna be doing here. So Monster Quest. So playing through Final Fantasy Tactics a million times, one of my favorite things to do was always recruiting the wild monsters in your party. Because it's so out there. It's like, you know, just have these random fighters and recruit monsters. It's so interesting. I love recruiting monsters. So, this playthrough, it's going to be the main character, and all monsters. So, no other human fighters. The only other human fighters that will be in the party will be guests, which if you do not play this game, you'll find out what a guest is eventually. Pretty much it's just an AI-controlled player who's in your team temporarily, and you cannot take them out of the party. They're in every fight no matter what. So those will be the only other human fighters in the party besides for our main character, JunJun, Ramza, whatever you want to call him. Everything else will be monsters. I'm not having any kind of like specific crazy challenge roles for what the main character can be, job-wise, ability-wise. I've seen people be like, oh, monster challenge, Ramza can only be mediator, and no, I'm not worried about all that. I'm probably honestly gonna have Ramza have some kind of chemist class this whole game. Just a gun and some Don't have someone who can heal outside of just like yellow token. I want someone in my party who can use Phoenix Down. That's not gonna work too well. Maybe I have to use Phoenix Down. So probably gonna have Ramza be able to use items at least. Outside of that though, I don't know. We could just keep him Squire, Uber Squire. We could just keep him Chemist. I don't know. We'll decide all that in time. Here's the only thing. I thought about hacking into the game, doing like an FF-tastic, FF editor, whatever kind of thing, to just make myself a mediator. And if you don't know, mediator is the class in the game required to recruit monsters. And I thought about just editing it so he'd be a mediator right away, and I decided against it. I'm going to use the first few battles pretty much just for, not necessarily grind him, just make sure he's in a good spot. Basically get him a couple levels while we're trying to turn him into a mediator. And then we can recruit the monsters and we can go from there. So up until that point, the rules are not going to officially count. So, first couple fights I might have some extra characters in the battles with me. We're not going to count the monster stuff for probably at least for this episode. Maybe the next it'll probably take another episode or so. Maybe I can just even do like a quick grinding montage in the beginning to get him to mediator the next episode. I think that sounds like a good idea actually. It sounds like a good, reasonable idea. So that might be what I do. But yeah, we're gonna start this. Starting off the game with Ordo Monastery. You're gonna be introduced to a lot of characters in this game. And I don't. That's another character right there. It's another one. I don't know if I say her name right. But it's alright. Princess Avelia, let's go. Just a moment. This is the name I was saying. Is it Agrius? I usually say Agrius, but I feel like it's Agrius. I don't know. It's gonna be Agrius. So it's gonna be the guards have already arrived. Princess, don't give Agrius trouble, please hurry. So this battle is there's nothing you can do about this first battle here. It's set. It's pretty much just like a tutorial battle. Just get you used to the game. You can't change any equipment, any items, any party members, nothing. This first battle is just set. It is what it is. I'm being more than kind to the guard captains here. Besides, we're mercenaries hired by the Hakuten. I'm not obliged to show respect to you, wench. Someone's outside yelling. I left my window open because it's hot in here. It's too early in the year to have my AC, and I just have my window hanging open. Dude, earlier, like someone was like playing like Disturbed outside, like super loud, and it was really annoying. But no, it's pretty windy today. So if you hear the wind going completely ham, it's a very windy day. Very windy Easter day. Today is actually Easter. I'm recording this on Sunday. Probably won't be posted until like Thursday or Saturday. I'm gonna try to get a couple of these episodes out of the way. So I'm actually getting them up in time on my Pokemon, because I was pretty bad at getting Pokemon episodes up in time. I'm sorry. I'm always super busy. I do not just say that like as an excuse. I am always super wicked busy. So it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just want to get this battle underway. I want to get as far as I can in this first episode. So I definitely want to at least get this first battle out of the way. And like I said, the rules did not apply in this first episode. The second episode, I'll probably just do a grinding montage at the beginning to make sure I get to the correct rules. During the grinding montage, rules probably will not apply. We'll officially count the rules once Ramza. Either once Ramza's a mediator, or once I have my first monster in the party. One of the two. I don't know. Probably whenever Ramza's a mediator. Then we'll go from there. It's okay. You fool! Only idiots attack head on. I don't know voice to anything. Can't make much of it. This guy sucks, but you know. Alright. So I just... The thing that sucks is I don't have fast forward programmed in my controller for this game, like I did for Pokemon. Because since this is a PlayStation game, this is my controller, which is modeled after a PlayStation controller, I don't have any extra buttons. For fast forward. And I don't think this emulator even lets you set up fast forward in that controller button. Anyway, but so if you didn't like the fast forward in Pokemon Crystal, this one's for you. Because you're getting none of it in this playthrough. I feel like I'm going to keep hitting the R2 button, because the R2 button is what I had for fast forward in Crystal. I think I'm going to keep on hitting it, just thinking like, oh, I just want to go faster, and it's not going to work. Oh wait, hold on. Always set the camera that way. Up. And, I will say, I have not played Tactics in what feels like 500 years. So it might take me some time to like get back into it again. It's definitely been a little while. It's gonna feel a little strange at first. And these are guest characters. These are AI control characters. Well, it's gonna be down already. Zagreus is a we can't use this playthrough outside of you guys. It is what it is. It's also a quest. It's okay. I thought it was for fun before, but I never actually finished the game. I mean, I've beaten this game like a million times, but I never actually beat it doing a Monster Only playthrough. I played it with Monsters Only. Never beat it. So this will be a first. Because I can't just, I can't just play this and not beat it. So it's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen, I guess. I'm still kind of sick. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna kind of sit here and I guess patiently wait for my turn because there's nothing I can really do during these little tutorial battles. There's no monsters, just a lot of guests, and one little lonely Jun and here we are. I thought about possibly skipping all this and just starting the video after, but I don't know. It didn't feel right. It did not feel right. I figured I would just use this first episode, get through the tutorial stuff, explain the monster character, explain the monster quest, what I'm doing here, and just go from there. So, I think if there's anything else that you think we really have to tell you guys. So, for monsters, there are. I'm really trying to. I'm thinking this out. I'm really gonna try to use like every kind of monster as much as possible. But it's like there are very obviously good monsters and very obviously bad monsters in this game. It's like you got like your dragons and your hydras. And you got like your I'm going to try to use like the goblins and the panthers and the squids and all those low-level monsters as much as possible. But I do kind of worry that this is going to turn into just a lot of dragons, hydras, and chocobos. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we can do. And the bull demons. The bull demons are pretty sweet. But I'm going to try to use all the monsters. Especially early on, when the goblins and the panthers are my only choice. It's okay then. Don't have to worry about it then. That's the goal. I want to get halfway through this game using all the kind of monsters. And that includes the goblins in like the last couple levels. I want to try to do that, but we'll see. It might be a little bit tricky using the goblins in the last couple levels. We'll see how it all goes. I feel like I'm actually clearing this tutorial stage in like record time. This seems much faster than I usually get this done. He's in there now. That's probably good. So, for those of you who do not play Final Fantasy Tactics, who do not know much about it, and I know I have a couple people who watch my videos, and I think one of them said, like, I don't know, I never played Final Fantasy Tactics, so what about it? I'll tell you what, it took me... I started playing Final Fantasy Tactics when I was a little kid. Like, when I was a kid, I was obsessed with Final Fantasy games. Like, this back whenever Blockbuster was a thing, and every week, my poor old grandmother would take me to Blockbuster to rent a video game. Every week. And 99% of the time, if I wasn't renting like Pokemon Stadium, I was renting a Final Fantasy game. Whether it was... That's how I discovered Final Fantasy 8, 7, all that stuff. I always tried to rent Final Fantasy games. And, I was out at Walmart one day, and I saw this game there, and it said Final Fantasy Tactics, and I was real kind of confused because at this point in time I'd only seen Final Fantasy numbered. I was like, I don't know what a Final Fantasy Tactics is, but it's a Final Fantasy game, and I'm a little kid, and this sounds awesome, and I want this game. And so we got the game, and I go home, and I'm playing it. I'm like, yo, it's confusing, but it's so much fun. I love it. It's so different. It's not like it's like a board game. It's not like Final Fantasy, but it's I love it. I was so into it. I was always so into the game. I always loved it. Always loved it. But I'll tell you what. First getting this game when you're a little kid, it takes you years. It took me years to like fully learn this game in and out. And I can't even promise I memorize all of it at this point. There's probably a lot that I don't remember. I'm sure 99% of it was sure. I'm sure I still got it. It's still my favorite game, so you know. But no, it took years and years and years and years and years to fully learn everything about this game. Like, I didn't fully have it 100% down, so I was probably like 16 or something. Maybe even older than that. Like, here's Little Money. That's like that's a thing. Oh, that's an internet thing. Anyway, but it took me a long time to get this game down. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff that if you do not play this game, maybe I'll say something and you'll be like, I don't know what he's talking about. So I'll try to explain things as I go along, like very, very quickly, so I'm not annoying the people who do know the game. You know what I'm saying? There's just a lot of very, very, very small details that you could easily beat the game without knowing. But it's just like, if you want to be really good at it, you go all in. You go all in. There's a lot to learn with this game. There really, truly is. And I'm just trying to get to the next battle right now so I can just move along. Chapter 1. So this is chapter 1 of 4 chapters. There are 4 chapters rather than, 4 discs, like a lot of other Final Fantasy games are, like a lot of other PlayStation Final Fantasy games are. 4 chapters to this game. This is chapter 1. And the game will drastically change with each chapter, I promise. I heard another wagon bound for Egros was attacked. It must have been the Death Corps. Who were the Death Corps? You'll find out eventually. Just keep watching the series. Something's starting. Know anything, Delita? No, but I can guess. What do you mean? Prince Larg's coming to town. Prince Larg? Why? Not only Larg, but Marquise Elmdor, Limberry, too. How do you guys say Lord Marquise? Because, remember, I used to always pronounce it Marquis. Because, of course, I said I got this game when I was a kid. I just read that as Marquis. And someone told me, like, that's not how you say that. It's Marquise. And I guess I found out years later that you can apparently actually say either one, I guess? I don't know. But we're just going to say Marquise. It's whatever. I'm rambling so much, I don't even care. There are danger zones everywhere in Avis. The Hawkatenites are in full operation but suffering from a shortage of men. So they need us cadets. Everyone fallen! Mr. Big Fancy Knight. That's a knight sprite. Because there are a lot of jobs in Final Fantasy Tactics. That's probably my favorite thing about it, is the fact that you can play through this game a million times and do something different with your party each time. There are tons and tons and tons of different jobs. They all have different abilities. You can equip abilities from different jobs, and you can do so many freaking combinations, hundreds of combinations. It's ridiculous. That's a generic knight sprite. Just saying. You have a mission! As you know, barbarians are rapidly increasing here in Galleon. The traitorous Death Corps detest the royal family. We cannot overlook them. We'll begin exterminating these traitors by order of our master. Larg's Knight stationed at Egros Castle, and many other groups will participate. Your duty is to support the flank. Specifically, you'll go to Egros and help guard it. Cadets, ready your swords. A gang of tortured thieves is trying to sneak into this town. We'll begin preparations now to keep them out of town. Come with me. This is the front line of operations. That's all. Prepare immediately. Moving on to our first battle. I'm not gonna bother saving right now. I don't even know if my memory card's formatted. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. It's okay. So this is the preparation screen. For those of you who do not know Final Fantasy Tactics, this is where you prepare. So as I said, not counting the rules for Monster Quest now. So I'm going to use these other characters because otherwise the battle will be very hard to do. Not impossible to beat with these ROMs alone. It's rather tricky. So for those of you who don't know tactics, in this screen is before every single battle. These dark squares are where you can place your units. You use L1 and R1 to scroll through your units. These are all the units we have, and you place them where you want them. Where you want them. So I want to have at least one canister. We're going to have them kind of in the back. I want to have... let's have the highest HP Squire up front. Yeah, the highest. I'm not worried about Brave and Faith right now because they will not affect this specific fight, and I'm not using these characters very long anyway. Brave and Faith is I'll explain that as quickly as I can. Since I'm just gonna be going through this battle quickly anyway, so maybe I could explain some simple tactics stuff to people who do not. Maybe watching anyway, which if you don't know the game that you're watching anyway, I thank you, because I appreciate that very much. So you're taking the time to watch this game you don't know anyway. So, as you may have seen in the preparation screen, as you may also see in the bottom right corner, right there, under where it says their name, you'll see a number where it says Brave, and where it says Faith. I'm trying to think what's the shortest way to explain this. They both do different things. We'll start with Brave. So a few of the things Brave affects. First of all, for the most part, higher Brave is better. For the most part, higher either is better. I'm going for it. So what Brave will do, it affects the weapon power of certain weapons. Those weapons are, if I remember correctly, knight swords? Not just normal swords, has like specifically knight swords. I think katanas and bare fists. So if you're either a monk or just your weapon gets stolen or broken or whatever. A higher Brave will increase the damage. It goes in the damage calculations for those weapons. Any other weapon does not matter. I think those are the main weapon defense. Other things Brave does. So you see on the right side of that screen, those 5 spots, I'll say a lightning bolt, check mark, circle, and a flip. So those are the different abilities you can equip. 2 action abilities, a reaction ability is the check mark. Circle is support ability. Foot is movement ability. So, reaction ability, most of the reaction abilities, there it is. Most of the reaction abilities are affected by the Brave. So basically your Brave is the percent that reaction ability is going to go on. It doesn't work for every single one. I think there are some reaction abilities that don't matter with Brave, but for the most part, your Brave is the percent chance that reaction ability will go on. So for example, this guy here, 49% chance his reaction ability will go on. So we don't have reaction abilities now anyway, so I always put my counters in auto battle, just save things on it. But anyway, what else does Brave do? I think that's more. Another thing Brave does, there's an ability, a movement ability called Move Find Item. There's a movement ability called Move Find Item. What that does is if you step on a square where an item might be, you have Move Find Item equipped, item. And I'm trying to think, I'm pretty sure it's the lower your Brave, the better the item is you'll pick up. Or is it just the chance you have to pick an item at all? I think it's the lower, I know it's the lower your Brave, so it's the opposite of what you would normally expect. It's the lower your Brave, I think it's the better the item is you get at that spot. I'm trying to think of something. Another thing, if your character's Brave gets too low, you can raise and lower it. If it gets too low, I think below 10, after a fight, I think it's below 10, your character will leave the party. Because they're literally just terrified of battle at that point. They're not brave. That's exactly what it is. They're not brave enough to fight anymore. So, I'm trying to think, I think that's all Brave effects, unless I'm missing something. I could possibly be missing things, but that's all I can think of right now. Sorry. As far as Faith goes, Faith, I think the only thing Faith does is affect your magic power. Higher Faith makes your magic more powerful, gives like your support in status magic better chance to hit. But also the higher your Faith, the more damage you take from magic. So it's hit or miss. And then low Faith you'll do low magical damage, but low faith, you'll take low magical damage, but you'll deal low magical damage. So it's otherwise short either way. There's just like Brave, if your faith gets too high, you'll leave the party because you know God doesn't want you to fight apparently at that point. So that's what faith does. I think that's all it does. It's really all I can think of. Is that all Brave faith do? I mean, I guess that's it. I guess we'll go over real quick. I'm sorry for the people who know this game who are watching this and whatnot. Let's go over a few things real quick. HP, that's obvious. MP, that's obvious. CT, whenever it's 100, it's your turn. So it raises by your speed value, I believe, every turn. So it raises by 6 for this character every turn. Once it's 100, your turn. This is your zodiac sign. It's weird. It affects your compatibility. So you good, bad, best, worst. You have good compatibility with someone, you'll deal the most damage. You have worse compatibility with someone, you'll deal the least amount of damage. Squire, that's your job. That's your class. Movements obviously how many squares you can move. Jumps how many tiles you can jump. Every tile is a height. Speed. Weapon power. I can't get right on it. Right and left. That's your weapon's actual power. Right here where it says AT, you have the sword and the staff. That's your physical attack power and your magical attack power. Your characters, not weapons. The percentages you see there are evade, which CEV is class evade, SEV is shield evade, AEV is accessory evade. They stack, so if you have all of them equipped, I believe they stack at least. If you have all of them equipped, you can nail them. This character only has 5 class evades, so 95% chance to hit from the front, it's 100% chance from the back. Dodge from the back. So the class evade doesn't affect, I feel like only accessory evade affects the back, I could be wrong about that. Left side, here's the weapons, your equipment. Top 2 are weapons or shields. This is helmets or hats, this is armor or clothing, and this is accessory. Over here you have action ability. The top action ability is also always going to be your class ability. And with action abilities, it's based on the class, not just one ability. So pretty much right now the basic skill is the Squire's entire ability tree. So she can do every Squire ability she has learned because she has basic skill. It's not just one ability. Secondary ability is the same thing, just from another class. Reaction ability is what you would do reacting to somebody attacking you or doing something to you. Support ability is just something with shield. What do you do with the shield? You're outside of the classic game. Just random things to support your character. Movement ability, increase your movement, increase your jump, let you walk on top of things you couldn't walk on, stuff. That's just a real quick rundown for people who don't know this game. If you do know this game and I just wasted like 5 minutes of your time, I'm really sorry you had to sit through that. But I do know there are some people who watch these videos that said they don't know tactics. Maybe I'll give them a quick rundown, just to understand some stuff, you know? Just understand the game a little bit. I figured that'd be a nice thing to do. That'd be a nice thing to do, so I decided to do it. But I'm sorry for taking all that time. I mean, we're just in a tutorial battle right now anyways. I'm not really worried. It is what it is. I think I have 2 enemies left at this point, so I'm kind of just gonna wait for them to come to me. I'm waiting for them to come to me and just taking care of business. It's alright! Yeah, they're not moving very fast. He'll go in the front, he'll attack. That'll be 80. If he was doing a physical attack, a normal physical attack with this weapon would have been 95% chance to hit, because as I said, Squire class evade is 5. 95% chance to hit. Since he used Dash, Dash is a Squire ability. That basic skill we just saw always has a 100% chance to hit. Damage is random and it's low. So, yeah. The good thing about Dash is it can knock your opponent off where they're standing. So, if your opponent's on like a ledge, use Dash, you have a chance to knock them off that ledge. They'll take extra damage. It's a fun little quirks. You get Thirststone? It's not Thirststone, it just has Dash. Throw is another basic skill, Squire ability. It's very obvious. It literally just lets you throw a stone at an opponent. It's a range attack. It's very, very, very weak range attack. down low, there's one enemy left. And this video is not taking too long so far. We're about a half hour in. So I think we can maybe get through one more battle. Yes, so maybe we can do that. He's gonna waste one of those potions. The battle's already over.
That's okay.
It's okay. Whatever you do next. Enemies are down over here. I'm just gonna wait. Can you finish him? I think you can finish him off. I think he's. That's it for that battle. So the quick little tutorial battles are now done. Looks like that would have died this way. Wise words of the JunJun, aka Ryan. Do whatever you want to call him. Do whatever you want to call him. So we're gonna get a Mithril Knife, Phoenix down, and what was that? Last one, a potion? I kind of went through that pretty quick. It's okay, it's okay. So that will take us to the world map or cutscene. World map, I think, or cutscene. Yes, world map. Yes. World map. So here we are. We're on the world map, which is not too exciting. It's not world map like, you know, other Final Fantasies are world map. You know, just walk around. You just go from location to location. Nice and simple. Nice and simple. So here's the first thing we have to do. So, in order to recruit monsters, you need to learn the skill Invitation from the Mediator class. Now, there's a job tree in Final Fantasy Tactics. You need to get a certain job level in a job to advance to the next one. The requirement to be a mediator, I'm trying to remember this. I believe the requirement to be a mediator is a level 2 priest. To become a priest, you have to be a level 2 chemist. Therefore, Ramza is going to become a chemist. Try to get to mediator as fast as humanly possible. But here's where we can learn some abilities for those of you who don't know the game. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna learn some abilities. So we're gonna go to chemist. I want to learn potion, and I don't have enough for Phoenix down. It's 90. You see the top right corner where it says JP. That's the amount of job points you have. That lets you purchase abilities. I have 87. I need 90 to learn Phoenix down. I do not have 90. So we're trying to have potion for now. I'm going to do this. I'm going to set his secondary ability to Guts, which is his version of basic skill because he has a special Survivor class. We're going to give him Yell. That's all we can afford now. Yell is an ability that increases speed by 1 point. No one else? I mean, he probably already has Phoenix down. He does not. He has no JP. Delita, we can afford to pump a little bit of work into because he's going to be a guest in the party for a little while. Decent while. So I don't know if my memory card is formatted yet. Let's see. I don't think it is. Okay, so we're going to format the memory card so we can save the game. There we go. Now we're good. Now we're good. Save. Right at the top there. There we go. Now we're good. Is there anything we can purchase here? So at shops, you can go to the bar, the shop, or the soldier office. Real quick, soldier office we don't need to go to right now. It's just where you buy new characters to fight in your parties, generic characters. Bar, you can listen to rumors, which is just background stories for the game, nothing important. Later in the game, you can do propositions, which you can send your generic characters on for a certain amount of days. Every step between city and whatnot is 1 day. Send them on a proposition for a certain amount of days, and they basically just earn money in JP and whatnot. But I'm not going to have generic characters in this game because we're monsters, so we can't do them anyway. And then this is the shop. It's self-explanatory. There's nothing too fascinating I can buy. We'll get a couple potions and call it a day. I don't need to save. And we're going to squeeze one more. Oh, that's right, there's a cutscene. Oh, this cutscene is so long. I know which one it is. It's so long, cutscene. Why? It's a long cutscene. I'm sorry. So we're gonna try to squeeze one more battle into this, so I can just go right to a grinding montage next episode. Having attained the highest rank of Heavenly Knight, Brave Balbanes was facing his last days. The end of the 50-year war that Beowulf residence. So right now we are at our main character's home, castle, whatever. The man in bed is his no, it's not his adoptive father. It's his father. And around the bed are his half brothers and sisters. Same father, different mother, I believe. Is that how it goes? Something like that. So how goes the battle? Pretty much Ramses, the main character's dad, he's dying. He's dying. He was a war hero, and now he's dying in bed. Through swift action, we were able to recover Limberry. It's only a matter of time before Dahlia's army leaves Zeltania. Don't worry, father. The secret messenger sent to Count Lenario has returned. Count Lenario has agreed to your plan. Oh, then at last this long war will finally come to an end. Father, don't cry, my daughter. Father, where is John? I don't remember the voices I gave anybody anymore. Where is JunJun just when we need him most? Praise the dog, Zalbag, my beloved sons. Take care of JunJun. He may be your half-brother, but he is my own flesh. Here I am. Father! Lower your voice. I don't remember the voice I gave anybody. I feel like I'm just giving everybody the exact same voice. I'm glad you came. Let me look at you. One last time, JunJun. Father. Father. It has been a long time. You've become a fine man. You started the academy in spring, don't you? Take my hand, JunJun. Tot. Listen, JunJun, the Beowulf served the royal family for generations. The warrior spirit is in us. Never shame your name, never tolerate injustice. Living true to your heart is the warrior's way, the Beowulf way. I understand, father. Toledo is a good boy. He should serve you well. I've asked the dean to accept him into the academy. It shocked the dean a bit. He will serve you well, treat him well. Yes, father. God, this seems too long. Take care of Alma. That's my sister, my half-sister, standing right there. Become a fine knight, JunJun. Dead. Oh, I'm dead. Now that's over with. We can move on. Let's do one more battle. Because I'm not going to be able to do any random encounters until I get this next battle out of the way. I'm going to just save just in case something happens there. Because I don't want to go through a cutscene again. So we're going to save. And we're going to do the next battle. Because so it's kind of close. I like to have 45-minute videos. So we might go a tiny bit over. It's okay. It's okay. And don't forget, like I said, rules of Monster Quest do not count yet. So this is all okay. To use all these other characters. But anyway. I want to get this battle over with this episode because that means I will be able to open up the next episode with a grinding montage, which is just basically my way of trying to get Ramza to be a mediator. The rules of the Nuzlocke. The rules of the Monster Quest will not count in that little montage as well. Then we can start the episode the right way. With Ramza as a mediator, no mutation. Computer monsters, no food. Hakutans, yes, as of right now, we are the Hakutans. Hakutans, is that how you pronounce it? That's how you pronounce it. Death Corpse, they attacking someone? So here's the decision. Our duty is to destroy the Death Corpse or saving him is our priority. Now you would think, excuse me, you would think saving him as our priority would be the right choice. However, if you pick our duty is to destroy the Death Corpse, it will raise every character in your party, or in this battle, it will raise all their brave by 10. Here's the thing. Whenever someone's brave gets raised, for every 4 that it gets raised, it will be raised by 1 permanently. So raise their brave by 10 for this battle, by 2 permanently. So we actually want to pick our duties to destroy the Death Corpse, rather than saving him as our priority. Which actually is good, because if you pick saving him as our priority, if he dies in this battle, it's game over. You have to start chapter, well, not the chapter, you have to start the battle over again. Which I don't feel like doing. If you pick destroy the Death Corpse as a priority, That's all you have to worry about. Just kill him. The character is saving can just go down. Doesn't matter. So Delita's gonna do his thing. Delita wants to save that kid. And we should probably save that guy, because I mean he seems like an upstanding citizen. He seems like just some innocent little guy there that is like, man, he's there all alone. We should probably save him. He seems like a really nice, great guy. So we should probably save him. Right? So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save this upstanding citizen. But our priority is to destroy the Death Corps. Don't forget, separate, separate. That's more important. That's more important. We like Brave. So don't forget what I said in the last episode. Brave is good. You want high Brave. Unless you're trying to do move find item, which I'm not trying to do, so it's okay. There's really no point in this playthrough where I'm gonna really care about the move find item. So everyone wants it. Everybody wants it. Especially the monsters, because every monster automatically has counter for the reaction ability, which is very obvious and you get attacked. So we want high Brave on our monsters. So I like the high camera. I like the view of the high camera. We're probably just gonna use yell on you. Get that speed up. Get the speed up. There is a point in the game, there's a battle in the game later on, where if I end up doing the strategy I always do, which is the only strategy I really know for it, yell is gonna be super important. It's gonna be hard. That's gonna be really hard to come to that battle. I'm not looking forward to that at all. That's not gonna be an easy one. We'll see what happens. Yeah, there's a battle way later in the game where yell will be incredibly important. As long as it's good. Which I don't see why I wouldn't. It's a nice strategy. So this guy's name is Algus. We're gonna learn his backstory in a little bit. We're here to save him and destroy the Death Corps right now. There's a dodge. Oh, 95%? He's getting a little beat up. He's gonna need healing. Our chemist ran away. But it's okay. It's alright. It's all good. It's all good. We're gonna attack this guy from behind, so we have a 100% chance to hit. Only 12 damage, that's actually very low. It's not very good. But it's whatever. You have first dash. We're just gonna attack him. Attack this guy from the front. I didn't really realize his HP was low. I'll take it. So now that character is blocking the way there, if I face this way, he can't be attacked from the back unless it's from a distance, which is not a range attack at this point in the game. Because he doesn't stand behind him. So that's pretty neat. Pretty neat. So we face that other direction. Take him out. When you see the screen shake and you hear that like powerful stabbing sound, that's a crit. And Ramza's crit was the same as Delita's neutral attack. So Ramza's a chemist. He's wielding the Mithril Knife, which is the war trophy we got in the last battle. Knives are not as powerful as swords, but it's whatever. Chemist gets a much better weapon later on in the game. That won't be for a while. That will only matter if we keep Ramza as a chemist in the first place. I don't know if I should call him Ramza or if I should call him JunJun. It's a tricky decision. I don't know what to do. I'm not sure what to do about that. We're just gonna heal him. Keep him alive, because why not? He's yellow. Because I'm sure he can help. Because he actually has a pretty decent sword for this point in the game. Probably should have just attacked him. He's gonna use dash, whatever. But no, he has a pretty decent sword for this point in the game. So we'll keep him alive, because he can help us out. Probably take him out at this point. Do you have dash? Because you can take him out pretty much. And I'll just do a physical. There's 95% chance I'll take it. I'll take it. We're gonna take him out. So we have what? I think 2 left? We have the Panther who's over there. Where are we going? And we have the Thief who's right there. Which is a new job we have not seen yet. It's the first time we're seeing the Thief. So there we go, new job. A lot of jobs in this game. Plenty. We're gonna be here a while, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure this will be a nice lengthy. We'll send him over this way to go for the Panther. Let's see, yell. So the way JP works, you gain JP for whatever class you're in, not for the ability you're using. So I just use Yell, which is a Squire ability. I'm going to gain JP for the Chemist class rather than the Squire class, because that's a class I currently am, which is what we want. We want JP, because JP, outside of learning abilities, is also what gives you a job level. As I said, I need to be a level 2 Chemist to be a Priest. I need to be a level 2 Priest to be a Mediator. So what we need to do right now is get as much JP as Chemist as we can, so we can become a Priest. So I believe it's you need 200 JP to become a level 2 Chemist total. I don't know how far off we are from that, but it's what. Maybe I should check that, because then I can just automatically be a Priest next battle. You can check in the middle of a fight where your JP lies. So let's see. He's still level 1. He's 157 total JP. He needs 200. So I might want to make sure he hits that before this battle's over. Okay, let's just... I'm trying to use Yell. So I want to get the JP and not get the Panther yet. I want to assure I get to level 2 Chemist before this battle's over. I get 10 JP a pop right now, so it's going to be nice and slow. Nice and slow. The only thing I'm worried about is Delita and Albius taking out the enemies before I become a level 2 Chemist. Sure enough. There's good luck. Good old you just sit there, you wait. So you see the counter above the downed units. So it goes 3, 2, 1, 0. Once that 0 is out, basically it goes down each. Whenever it would have been your turn, it goes down by a number. The way that's gonna work is once it gets to 0, then after that, the next turn, you'll turn into either a crystal or a treasure chest. Now, once you turn into either a crystal or a treasure chest, you're dead. You can no longer be revived. You can be revived when the counter's on, but after the counter's gone, you're done. For good. Period. Period. Cannot use a Phoenix now, cannot revive, nothing. So there's a crystal, so that character can no longer be revived ever. He's dead. He's dead, like Nuzlocke dead. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on to this crystal. One of the things crystals do is they fully restore your HP or MP, or you can get an ability. So you can learn an ability that player knew. He just has a quick change, which is actually a free ability anyway, so I don't care about that. I'm going to restore my HP and MP because he's pretty low in HP. I'm going to use Yell again. And obviously treasure chest, it just gives you an item. If it was a human character, it gives you an item that human had. If it's a monster, it just gives you like a potion, kind of something like that. Don't take him out. Okay, he's close to going down. No, he's gonna finish him. Okay, so we're probably not gonna hit over 2 Chemists in this fight, which sucks. It sucks, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? These are the guesses for you. Whatever. So, we're military cadets. So this guy's worried about the Marquis Elmore being kidnapped. Which you'll find out later in the game, Marquis Elmore was kind of badass. You kind of wonder how he got kidnapped in the first place, but he did. So let's hear a bit more about this guy's story here. Get off my bed. Anyway. I'm Algus. I'm missing my names. I'm Algus of the Limberry Aegis Knights. So his name's Algus. So a knight? Well, he's not quite a knight. He's a cadet, like you all. I'm JunJun. This is Delita. I may as well just talk my own voice for JunJun because he's JunJun. Bale, the hockey team? Excellent, how lucky I am. I beg you, please help me save the Marquis. What are you talking about? The Marquis is still alive. They kidnapped him. He'll be killed if we don't act fast. I don't know what I would do if... So please, help me, please. Relax, we don't know for sure if he'll be killed. Besides, of course, they take him. They might have made some demands. Besides, there's nothing we can do. The Marquise was kidnapped, and I'm sure by now everyone at Egros Castle is up in arms. First, we should go to Egros and report. All these voices are exactly the same. I'm not changing. It was a lot easier in Pokemon. I don't know why. Let's do that. And yeah, we're gonna save the game. Once we get back to the world map here. I don't know is there another cutscene here? I feel like there could be. We're gonna save the game because I am over time. We're at 51.5 minutes. Well, that's what it is on my time. It might be different on there after the editing. But a good time to save the game. Next episode, we're gonna do a little montage at the beginning, get my character where he needs to be. And go from there. We're gonna start the official monster quest. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the first episode of Final Fantasy Tactics Monster Quest. If you watched this whole video, got the whole way through, if you enjoyed this video, click that like button. I'd appreciate it so much. Thank you for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Have a beautiful